damage.
All right. Oh, hang on. I forgot to change. To
Question: how useful is the spell Thunderwave to you guys? Because I
very.
have nothing that does. Yes, very.
I
For
think it
you.
is. I like using Thunderwave.
Fine. I'm hesitant because I don't have any other like area of effect spells, and I'm more of a ranged
Do you need it to
thing.
be a cantrip?
Um, not necessarily,
Because I
but
personally like Swords Burst. Is like a melee AoE.
I prefer Sword Burst. It's not hard.
You cut out for a second there. I didn't quite hear what you said.
Artificers can
That's weird.
a little bit to quickly.
You're cutting in and out pretty bad.
You
And
are.
no,
It is very sad, quite depressing even.
Depressing.
I don't have a pencil. I don't
Does
have a
sorry,
pencil. I'll be
turn
anyone
right
off my
back.
else
camera.
have
Is it
their
slightly better?
cameras on? You don't have to have your camera on, but does anyone else have them on so I can tell whether or not my side is working?
I do not have mine on.
For
Okay, so what I see is
mine
correct.
just shows that you're loading.
Okay.
Failed to start camera.
I'm pretty sure it's my connection. I keep on jumping from 29 to 420 every other second. My ping. So it's fine. Can you see my camera?
No.
Nope. Okay, that's all right. Eric, can you see it?
I cannot.
No, I'm having the same issues too.
Yeah. Then I will
We can just
leave
do
my
it
camera on.
cameraless today.
Yeah. Let me pull up my documents. Go to my campaign doc. D&D campaign. Where were we? Oh yeah, we did the side quest. Who remembers what happened last time?
Ooh, that's a great question.
I remember everyone else went to a cave except for me, and then I showed up with some guards like, oh, there's something here, and lots of people that seem quite odd. And that was it. I still
Yeah.
haven't watched the other episode, which was really sad.
Oh yeah, because it's posted. All right, so what happened was the group came into town. A few of them not knowing why they're there. One of them just walking into town. And they got word of an escapee trio from jail. A dwarf, a tiefling, and a human. And that they were last seen in the general area. Eric's character, using his awesome skills with animals, ends up tracking down where he thinks these people might be. Jackson's character and Trey's character followed him, and y'all found a mine where the common knowledge around this town is to stay away from the mines right now. Something's been going on. Y'all find out that there's a giant insectoid monster that's been killing people and eating corpses. And the last thing that happened is we see on the left hanger of the mine shaft a bunch of do not enter stuff that has been broken, as if the beast came from that area.
Hmm.
I forgot about that.
That's cool.
So that is currently where we are at. There are 2 militia guards at the frontmost area where the workers' camp was set up. Bunch of blood splatter, papers, and stuff like that. You have, I believe, the people who were over in the closed off area, the semi-closed off area, were Dragnir, Eric's character, Mossworth?
Mossgrove.
Yes, Mossgrove.
Mossgrove, yes. I have to pull up another document because I wrote down your names on a different document. Yeah, Mossgrove and Dragnir are over by the opening that's been kind of closed off but broken, with Ellison behind them and Edvin in the camp with the 2 guards.
Mhm.
I assume Edvin was looking for evidence on what happened.
Yes.
I
With that being said, this is where we're at. And yeah, you'll have a choice. Edvin, we'll start with you. You're in the camp. There's a bunch of blood splatter. There's papers inside the tents on the desk. What is your character wanting to do?
First, I'd like to make a general investigation to see if there's anything like kind of like out of the ordinary for what a crime scene would look like.
Okay. Can you roll an investigation, and can you also just send me your passive investigation for future things?
Yeah, passive is 18, and then I got a 22.
Your passive is 18?
I have a +8 to my investigation.
Dang.
dude, I have a
Right.
+6 and I thought that was good. My good.
I have expertise in investigation.
Ah, okay.
Okay. I'm impressed.
Alright. So, as you're rummaging through the tents and the papers, you see that you can read most of what was written. There's a lot of logs for what was being mined, how much was being taken out, repairs that needed to be done. But there was also a safety log, how many people got injured, how many people died, how many more miners we need into the mine. And then it kind of stops after a long period of deaths that keep on happening, where a note was put in to send in the militia to figure out if it was something malevolent or if it was just we were mining in a terrible spot.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to believe that there's just some like sticky note at the very bottom of this paper where it's like, this list is incomplete. You can help by adding to it.
Wikipedia shenanigans. Okay, so I guess with that information, does anything like really like stick out to Edvin?
Yes. So, the blood is dried. It looks like it's been there
Ooh,
for a bit.
crusties.
Longer than about a week. You know, it's that kind of dry.
Okay.
However, you don't see any writing utensils. You don't see any other journals, just logs.
It's very peculiar. And what was the last piece
So-
of information on the logs?
Last bit of information on the logs was the safety logs. So, a record of a bunch of deaths, militia, and then blood splatter.
Okay. I'd like to go investigate the locations of these deaths.
Yeah. So
I
location.
am going. Oh, and then
Go
I'm
ahead.
going to follow him if I can. If I remember correctly, I remember investigating some of the bloodstained papers and getting like a critical fail on stuff. And so I'm I'm just gonna kind of hover around Jackson's character and follow him.
Okay. I also would have made the information known about the safety logs and saying that I want to go investigate them. So there'd be a reason for him to know why.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool.
If he made it public, I would also probably want to follow, so I will tag along behind as
The
well.
militia will say, well, we have more men coming, but we will stay here. What location of the mine does it say that the deaths happened?
I would give them.
Location? Oh, yeah.
I would give them one of the locations of like one of the closer ones, I guess, if I know the area. If not, I'm just gonna pick one at random.
Yeah, so the locations would be left hangar chamber A through D. Chamber A through D. So the first one would probably be chamber A.
Okay. Yeah, let's start there.
Okay. So as you go into the left hangar, Dragnir will say that he will stay behind to make sure everything is good on this end. So I don't have to roleplay Dragnir.
That's fair. Understandable.
So he stays behind. The three of you enter. As you start going in, it is dark. You can see where there used to be lanterns, torches. There's broken glass on the ground. There's a railway system with rail carts tipped over onto the side as you're walking through. Does anyone have dark vision?
I do, yes. Dark vision to 60.
Eric.
Nope, but I'm gonna put on my night vision goggles.
I don't believe I have night vision.
I think Fearbulbs
think
do.
I use. Yeah, no, I don't have night vision.
Wow.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
So,
I think if I remember correctly, I think I used like Druidic to create like some form of light, but most of the time I just follow people. I'm a little bit afraid of the dark, but that's okay.
that's all right. So, Emily, you have night vision goggles?
So, yes, as soon as it gets dark enough, I'm gonna take the goggles on my noggin and then slide them down over my face.
Okay. How do these goggles
Instead
look?
of the bag of holding. That is a great question, because they're not like sunglass goggles, they're like the opposite.
And they wouldn't be normal in the world. So,
That is true.
Do
I
they?
guess they would have big round little spectacles, like with a strap going all the way around. Nice goggles like that, because that's what makes sense to me. And they have some kind of strange, like a little bit of a glow of some kind of blue lighting rimming the edge, like almost seeming like it's kind of underneath or in between the little lenses in like the glass goggle part, which
Okay.
like magically illuminates some of the path ahead of me. Yeah,
all right.
we're gonna say that makes sense.
So,
Real
okay.
quick, Grayson. Would Edvin
Yes.
recognize these goggles at all?
You would know that these goggles would have some kind of magic infused into them. They would not look. The design does not look familiar to you.
Is it?
Okay?
Does it look old from what my character might know, or too new?
It would look. Well, that's a really good question.
Definitely more
Your
new, I
character is
think.
from the campaign era of Dragnir, but 500 years later. Not Dragnir, Ragnar, but 500 years after
I
that.
think it was 2000.
2,000. Oh, it would be primitive.
Okay.
It would be
I'm gonna.
old.
I will look over at those goggles and say, "Such an outdated model," and continue walking. And then I'll take a half step and be like, "Why do I know that?" and continue walking.
All right. Sweet. Okay.
I'm confused.
Edwin, as you continue walking, the light or the colors from the light start to fade into shades of gray as the chambers become almost completely dark.
Okay.
Emily, does your magic give it, what kind of color does it look like? Would it be like modern night vision goggles, shades of green,
Oh,
in real
that's
life?
a cool idea.
Or like, do you want it to be red or blues,
It's
purples?
gonna be blue.
Blue, okay, you see things in shades of blue.
Mm.
So you can see
Cool.
contrasts, you can tell what shadows are, and stuff like that, but you see everything in outlines of shades of blue.
Ruby. Wow.
And Eric, who are you staying by? Eventually, you will lose complete sight.
I'm gonna just stick as close to Jackson as possible. I have a strange sense that he knows the way.
This is the way.
All
This is
right.
the way.
So the order would be Jackson, Eric, and then Emily. Is that correct?
I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, marching order. All right, Jackson, as you continue going forward, you do see the rails on the ground branch off into different little chambers. There is shades of dark gray that you believe could be blood or could be liquid. There are pickaxes on the ground. There is stuff that could be coal, silver, copper. And you end up coming into a bigger chamber as you pass some of the smaller chambers that you believe would be chamber A.
Okay. Seeing all the stuff that I kind of can't discern, I'd like to light a torch. I'm going to announce that I do so for Emily's character. I forget her character's name.
It's Ellison.
Ellison. Okay.
Or, I guess, Ellis, but we don't know each other very well yet, so Ellison.
Ellison.
I also
Ellison,
don't
I'm going to light a
believe-
torch. You might want to take those off.
Ah, thank you.
I'll
I
pull
hate
a
to be blinded.
torch out of my backpack and strike at it.
Alright, you light a torch. So the torch is lit and you're able to discern that there's a few liquids on the ground, stuff that could be lighter fluid, and then there's evidence of blood further down in the chamber. You can see another encampment. This one is smaller. It looks like it's probably just to make sure things are running smoothly in the chamber. The tent is broken inward with a lot of tears in the fabric. And there are two passageways, one to the east and one to the west. The one to the east has kind of a purplish hum and light coming from it. Not very bright, it's dim, but there is a purplish light.
Okay. I'd like to inspect the claw marks on the tent, but before I roll for it, I also want to ask Moss Grove if he recognizes it. You, Fearbolg, do you perhaps recognize any of these claw marks?
As I'm going to kind of go over, I'm gonna softly take a guide the torch to the walls. And then would you like me to make a survival check or a nature check or Could we do survival? Or animal handling, even?
I could
You can
also
do-
do the investigation roll.
You can do animal handling.
Okay. Perfect. Well, then I rolled a 6 plus 7. So I think that's 13.
Okay.
Love it.
The tears are pretty clean. As in something very sharp came from it. But from your recent memory of what happened in the very first chambers, it could be this insect monster. You wouldn't doubt it. You do remember seeing pincers that were very sharp.
Very good. Well, in that case, I'm gonna turn to him and I will say, could be bug, could be more, very sharp.
Hmm.
And just kind of relay the information.
Ellison,
I'm
what do
going
you
to
think?
look around warily and be slightly nervous and try not to show it.
Mhm.
I'm just waiting to see what else they do since Jackson's character is kind of leading. Jackson, what was your character's name again?
Edvin.
So we have Mossgrove and then Edvin. Okay.
I do not believe your characters have been properly introduced to each other with names.
Hmm.
Don't know if they have. That's true.
I don't either.
Wait, I think that maybe we like briefly introduced each other last time, but it was like very brief. So
Maybe.
okay.
But let's say you know each other's names. You said it quickly in passing as you were investigating.
Okay.
Yeah, as another thing, Eric, as you're going into it, there is, with your animal handling, outside of the tent in the rest of the chamber, there does seem to be droppings.
Oh.
No. You do recognize what look to be droppings.
Do they look like insect in nature, or do they look more close to like mammal or reptilian? Or there's a lot you can tell by droppings.
Yeah. So these, at first glance, they look kind of like bat droppings, but are different. You just can't tell why they're different.
I'm Batman.
Yeah, Edvin, as with your ongoing investigation check, you can easily tell that the tent was broken in by something heavy, something big, and you would know that if this encampment was to help make sure things were running smoothly, there should be logs inside if people left in a hurry and didn't grab everything.
I'd like to see if there is any.
And Emily, can you roll me a perception?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yes, I kind of am looking around anyways.
Hmm.
Oh
So
dear. Where?
while you roll me that perception, Jackson, as you go inside, you do find more papers and a log journal this time.
Crack that bad boy
This log-
open.
You open up the log journal and there is, a log. This one is marking the amount of coal, the amount of copper, and the amount of silver found in this chamber, this specific chamber. And it does mark the injuries, a safety log, the amount of injuries and deaths had in this chamber, with some notes on the side. Some are from a collapse in one of the shafts. Some are from workplace injuries, one was from a fight between two drunk miners. And then there is actually a bit more outside of the safety log. An incident that happened where they found only the arm of one of their miners. It wasn't a mine shaft collapse, there was no fight. It didn't seem like anything natural. And that's where the log ends. The safety log. There is, as well, a log of new miners coming in to help replace them. There are a few entries with their names, the race, and their occupation in the mine. The last 5 entries are of two dwarves, a tiefling, a human, and a halfling.
Before I see the bodies, I'd like to make a quick comment on the log journal. Drunk dwarves in a workplace? Bisham won't stand for this at all. Would have been shut down weeks ago.
Mossgrove, in his infinite wisdom, understands that a dwarf has a better work ethic than their drummer. Anymore.
I am just confused, but that is okay, and I do not say anything.
Did Eric cut out for anybody else, or was it just me?
I heard
He
most
cut
of
out
what he
for me.
said, but
Did
he
I
did
cut
cut
The
out.
last little bit.
All good.
Alright, what did you
I'm
say, Eric?
alright. True. Oh, I
Edwin
said
is a
we
very strange fellow.
Mossgrove. Oh, I said Mossgrove is in his infinite wisdom knows that a dwarf is more alert at work when they're drunk. They get more done.
Okay. Yeah, that is information you can glean from the work log.
Alright, I will then turn to see the bodies. Interesting.
Also,
They are dead.
my yes. I was just gonna
Yes.
say my perception check was a 13.
13. Alright, so we'll move on over to
Oh wait,
Yeah,
that
wait.
was 14. I forgot.
14.
Anyways,
Cool.
14.
So
Anyways.
you two notice the purple light, or the purple hue coming from the east chamber, or the east corridor, eastern corridor. But you can also hear the sound of like a humming, right? But this humming isn't like a melodic humming, it's the sound of what could be a machine or a drill going on, that kind of humming. With your expertise in tinkering and building things, something is going on in that eastern corridor.
I'm extremely intrigued and start picking up my pace, like heedless of possible danger, and I'm like, oh, what is that? And then I'm just gonna start like quickly walking towards it.
Okay. Edvin, as you look around at the bodies in this chamber, you find mostly humans and dwarves. You do find what looks to be maybe a halfling foot, eviscerated. You can't really tell gender or age by what you do find, but you can find remnants of what look to be mostly human, dwarf, and halfling remnants.
Okay. Have they been eaten away at all?
Yeah, so part of the limbs that you can find have bite marks, and where the bite marks are acid burns.
I don't like that.
As you could remember, whenever the insects would die, they would explode with acid.
Yes, that is right. All right, I would like to pull out a dagger and kind of poke at the acid to see just how potent it is.
Okay, so you poke at the acid burns and it doesn't affect your dagger. It seems pretty dry, as if these limbs have been here for a bit and the acid's just kind of dried up. What's really left is just the evidence of chemical burns from acid.
Chemical burns. I should call Bisham.
Yes. With that, you do also see
Ellison?
Ellison, walking on towards the eastern corridor with the purple hue. Emily,
So-
as you get closer and you're listening to the sound, very intrigued by it, the sound starts to get a bit louder, and this time you are sure that it's a machine of some sort. It's not a natural noise, it's not vocal, it is the humming of a machine.
Who created this? Ooh, hey, I'm gonna realizing that they're not. Well, actually, but I'm so curious. I don't know if there's time to go back. I just want to figure out what it is. So I'm gonna try to find the machine. Like, does it open up into a cavern? Is there a little turn? Is there?
All right. So, Emily's character enters the eastern corridor. What do Edvin and Musgrove do?
I feel like Edvin would still want to be inspect the bodies, trying to figure out the nature of what it is that he is working with.
Yeah. As you're looking at the body, it seems like the only things you can really find are the brasso, the forearms, up to the hands, and like halfway up the calf, down to the feet. The bigger, more sturdier ones, you figure to be dwarves. The smaller but bit more fatter, you think would be halflings, and then the ones kind of in the middle, along forearm, could be humans. However, those are the only body parts that the insect seem to not eat or digest.
Interesting.
There are no
Gross.
hair follicles. If hair was left behind, it was burned away by the acid. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Artist.
After a
Yes,
minute or
that
two, I
would
will look up and
die.
realize that I have been left alone.
You do realize that Ellison has already headed into the eastern corridor and is gone.
Yep.
Eric, is your character staying with Edvin?
Yes, I will be staying with that.
Oh, never mind. I am not
Okay.
left alone.
Okay, cool. Then Emily, as you continue going on into the corridor, the humming sound gets louder and the light starts to get brighter. But you also start to hear voices. You can't
Ooh,
quite
if I
figure
hear
out
voices, then
what they're saying. You're a bit too far away, but you can hear the utters of voices.
okay. If I hear voices, then I, don't necessarily want them to know I'm here because I don't know if I'm supposed to be here, and if they're friendly. So I'm going to try to be a little bit more stealthy now.
Okay.
So I hear
Double
voices.
check.
Do I know where they're? Okay, let me check. Do I know
So
where the
first you
voices are
heard-
coming from?
Now
Say
you
that
can't
again.
quite see a chamber. You're just going through a corridor, or a shadow.
Okay, I see.
You can't quite see who it is. You have also, yeah, no, that's it. You can just hear
Okay,
the sound of the machine and some voices.
The emptiness
got it.
machine.
I got a 19 on stealth.
Daggum.
Good.
Amazingly. I know I'm not even a rogue anymore, guys. I'm not a monk. I'm like not anything that is supposed to be stealthy.
Awesome.
I just rolled one.
That is great. Okay, so as you yeah, as you get closer, you start to see the corridor open up into a chamber, and at the end of the chamber, as you poke your head around, you see not this big drill, more of a more of like a rod. You see a rod that's floating there in the air, and it is pointed long ways in a direction of a wall, and it is eating away at the wall. It is what is emitting this purple light, and you do see two figures by the rod, a shorter, very stout, dwarf-looking figure, and a taller humanoid. You can't quite see their full features.
Interesting.
But they are over there talking about how we need to get this done quickly. We can't risk having the insects coming back for us. They did very well in making sure that the miners were no longer a problem. But who knows how long it will be until they decide that we're a problem.
Ooh, that doesn't sound good. I guess clearly these people are trying to get somewhere, and we're being harassed by the insects. And apparently the miners didn't fare so well, but they have survived. I wonder what they're trying to find and what this whole purple glow is, because you don't run into a whole lot of people that have that kind of machinery, I think. But I mean, it's not common. I guess with that in mind and realizing that I am alone, I might. Or wait though. See, can I just out of curiosity, can I see like from a distance what is making the machine run, or is there anything I can tell about how it works, like how it turns on and off?
Yeah, so it sounds almost exactly like a high pressure plasma drill. Like something you have
Okay.
thought of making in the past, but haven't had the materials or the right power source to get it to work. However, you do not see like a battery or a source of power to keep this thing running. It's just a rod.
Also, when you say just a rod, do you mean like the rod is what is drilling it? Or like, it's like.
So the rod is emitting a purple light, like a laser, a high pressure laser, into the
Oh,
wall, and that is what is drilling into the wall.
okay. Ooh, I want it. I would love a laser rod. Okay. I guess, I'm like really. How friendly do these people seem at first glance? Because it seems like, they're being a little hush hush, but I guess I don't know their motives. Do they, just looking at them, do they seem like, is there anything I can tell about their intentions?
Well, there's not a whole lot you can tell without a roll.
I guess I also have to get closer too. So,
Yeah. This could be an investigation or, yeah, an investigation or insight.
Okay. I'm kind of wanting to see more like, even though my investigation is way higher, I'm kind of wanting to see more of. Actually, well, if I rolled investigation, what, I guess, exactly would I be focusing on? Like
If you
just
roll
general.
investigation, you would look for more physical features, not like their intent, but like what they have on them. You know, do they have armor? Do they have weapons? Do they look more like scholars? Do they look beat up? Why is there only two of them? Is there only two of them?
Okay.
Very logical and like
That's so hard because I'm much more logical. We're gonna roll for investigation then. That is a 23. Maybe I should have done insight. So
yeah. As you continue focusing on them and what they have, they're the shorter figure, which by his stature you can tell pretty much is a dwarf. The taller figure, he's about average height for a human. You don't see pointed ears, you don't see horns, a tail, you don't see fur. It's come to a pretty good deduction that probably a human, if anything else, if not anything else. They are not necessarily battle armored, but they do wear safety equipment for like mining. You know, they have plated stuff to help protect them from rocks that fall, but none of this equipment would be terrible if they got into a fist fight.
Okay.
The dwarf does have a sword at his side, and you can tell that the human has places where it'd be easy to hide a few knives.
Okay.
From your point of view,
Right.
there are only two right now. The human has his hand on the end of the rod, kind of turning to the right and to the left ever so slightly, as if it's some kind of control mechanism on the back. But from what it looks like, the rod is floating in place and is kind of stuck there, but is drilling in. As you're looking at the rocks around the area that's being drilled into, you can tell that the stone is not being scorched like what you would think of a laser would do to scorch the rock, make it soft, and then break it away. It just kind of crushes it into nothing.
Whoa.
Which is not
Okay.
something you would think should be possible for a laser to do. If it is a laser. There are two staircases into what seems to be other like chambers. So if there would be anybody else that you couldn't see, maybe they'd be in one of those two places. And that is the information you were able to glean. You can tell from your investigation that there doesn't seem to be any claw marks, there doesn't seem to be any limbs, or even blood splatters in this chamber. It seems completely clean.
That's good. Okay. I am partially like wanting to go up and talk to the people and say like, whoa, hey, I am just, I just happened to run into you guys. What are you doing here? And then the other part is like, no, Ellison, that's not very smart. We don't know these people. And then the other part is like, but I don't want to leave. I want to find out what's happening. And so I'm unwilling to leave. And if my compatriots don't show up within like maybe a minute or two, I'm probably just think my curiosity will take over, and I might try to like go up a staircase and just see if I can get more information on if these people have any ill intent for strangers. But I'm gonna wait just a little bit to try to convince myself it's probably not wise. So that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Cool. Then what is your passive perception? So I can know.
It is 13.
All right. We
We're
will
not
move you
terrible.
back to Edvin and Mossgrove.
Okay.
Let's do it.
What would you two like to do?
I feel like at this point I would have began making my way over to where Elson
Agreed.
is.
All right. So you make your way over into the eastern corridor. Can I get stealth checks from both of you?
Absolutely. Another 6.
What
plus 6. I got a 12.
All right.
Perception?
I have a +6. Nice.
No, stealth.
Stealth check. I also have
Nope,
a six.
lied.
I have a
an
16.
11.
What did you say?
Got a 16.
I have an 11.
Okay, 16 and 11. Okay. All right. As you start making your way over, you begin to hear the humming get louder, see the light, all the same stuff. You come up and Ellison, you hear the footsteps of a clumsy, not as in he's hitting everything, but he's not really paying attention to where his feet are landing and how heavy his feet are as Mossgrove comes up behind you.
Oh my
And then
goodness,
behind you
Mossgrove.
is Edvin, who you did not hear at all.
Dude, how'd they get here? They just jumped up behind me. I'm gonna whisper, like I'm gonna say, there are people there, and I'm gonna tell them what I found and like kind of just start describing this rod. Well, I'm gonna tell them that there's 2 people there, and it seems like they're doing, and I'm gonna tell them what I heard about like the miners not being there and them not being attacked by the insects quite yet. And then I'm just gonna go into a lot of detail about this rod and say, guys, there's this rod, and you can see it's like hammering into the stone, and oh my goodness, it seems so magical, and I just don't know how it works because I thought it was like, you know, this heated kind of laser of some kind, like a plasma thing, but I don't know, and I'm just gonna ramble a little bit and be excited, and then maybe see like the glass come over their eyes and then quiet down. But I will relay all that information to them.
I think
Even though
Edvin
they
would actually
have
be very
tools.
interested in this.
Cool.
And he would actually kind of like begin to poke around the corner just to see what you see. And if I can see it, I'd like to make an investigation check.
Yeah, so as you poke around the corner, you can see, and especially with the help of what Ellison was describing, you won't need to make an investigation
I
check
want to make
see
an
the things that
investigation
she
check.
saw. No, that's fine. You can still
Natural
make the
20.
investigation check. Yeah. You can see everything that... What, you said natural 20?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. All right. Oh, maybe it's because your senses are in a hypersensitive state because none of this land is familiar. But as you're looking around, you see everything that Ellison described to you. You can see how the rod seems to be floating, kind of immovable, how the man is twisting the back, a back control type system, right and left, and you can see how it ends up fluctuating, the intensity of the beam going into the into the stone, you can see that the dwarf and the human, their capabilities for fighting, their armaments, you can see the sword, how the human has places where it's easy to hide knives. You can also see that the ground around them, there's dust and stone that seems to be floating and swifting in a circle. You can see the stairways up into what looks to be more like control encampments for this chamber. You are surprised that this chamber is super clean. There's nothing, no remnants of blood splatter, remains. It doesn't even look like the insects have been in this room.
Okay.
With
Could
that is all the information from Ellison's. With your natural 20, you get to see something special.
Oh, nice.
As you're looking at the wall, you see how the stone begins to crumble like into itself and then disappear into nothing. But you also see how where the laser hits, there seems to be pointed fragments of what could be a symbol or an arcane symbol into the wall.
Is it in a language I recognize?
What languages do you speak?
Magic.
Common, probably Elvish. I believe thieves can't.
Okay.
And
What?
All right.
I think I have one more, but I didn't
Thieves'
write
Cant-
it down.
With your thieves' cant, you can end up getting some hints of a kind of language, but you're not sure because with thieves' cant, it's like a secret code, right?
Yeah.
And these words and the writing can be from different languages put together, stuff like that. There could be something celestial or demonic in this arcane symbol.
One sec. Let me see if I have another language. Oh, I know Sylvan.
Yep, you know it would not be Sylvan.
Okay.
Ooh, Feywild.
I also speak
That's
Dwarvish.
It's not Dwarvish.
Okay, that's all the languages I have. Common,
So
Dwarvish,
many
Elvish, Sylvan, and
languages.
Thieves' Cant. I get 3 of them from being an elf, and I get 2 from one of my subclasses.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. So you can't tell if it is a celestial language or a demonic language from the symbol, but from your knowledge of Thieves' Cant, it looks familiar to those parts of Thieves' Cant.
Okay. With knowing how armed they are, could we take them?
You're pretty confident in your abilities. You know that you have the drop on them. You're not entirely sure of Ellison's fighting capabilities. You've seen that Mossgrowth can turn into animals, and he can hit things with his stick. Did he have a stick?
I do. I have many sticks actually.
Yeah, he could hit things with his
Epic.
stick. If Dragnir was here, you'd be very confident.
Okay.
Without
him, a little less so.
Yeah,
Got it.
with or without the element of surprise, you'd be very confident that you could take them. You do think that they would put up a decent fight. They do look fit, but from who you can see, there's only 2, and there's 3 of you with the element of surprise.
Okay. 2 more questions. Is there a visible way for me to turn the machine that they're using off?
That you can't quite tell because the machine doesn't look familiar.
Okay, that
or
answers my
like
next
a
question.
mechanism. It looks more like a magical artifact to you.
Okay.
But from how you can see the human twisting the novel to increase and decrease the intensity of the magical beam, you would think it would have to do something with that.
Okay. I would like to heft one of my daggers. And from this distance, I'm trying to gauge the easiest spot for me to hit with the blunt end to try to knock him out.
Do I see Jackson do this?
Absolutely, I'm not hiding it.
Or- Okay, as soon as I see that, I'm gonna say like, whoa, like very quietly and just like be like, wait, and then I'm gonna put up my hand and like kind of put it out a little, like maybe on his shoulder even, and say like, whoa, like shouldn't we try talking it out, or maybe, and then I'm gonna like point up towards like the closest staircase and say like, what, we don't know if there's people up there. What if we go explore a little bit? I bet we could, like. I bet we could find more information there. And also, we don't have to hurt them. And I'm just gonna see how he responds.
Oh, I know we don't have to. But it's going to be easier to interrogate and negotiate with just one of them than it will be two.
Man, what have I gotten myself into? Are you the people that they're looking for? Like the people on the wanted list? Is that you guys?
I don't think so. Am I on the wanted list?
No, you're not. Because there was like a tiefling and something else, but I'm just.
It was a
Oh
tiefling.
wait, I think I already. I just realized I think I actually already knew that because I know that they have a furbolg. So.
Okay, well,
Anyways.
at this point,
Oh,
I would like to throw the dagger at the guy holding the remote.
Holding
That's-
the what?
I'm throwing my dagger at the guy holding the remote thing or whatever it is that's operating the artifact.
Yeah. Alright, that would be the human. Okay. Yeah, he is wearing a construction helmet.
Do you
Are you
think
wanting to kill or just to blunt force?
blunt force him? So does a 23 do enough where I can smack him across the jaw with it?
Not across the. That would be like an impossible shot. Their backs are to you.
Okay, so I could hit him in the back of the head though, like where the hard
Yeah,
hat
you hit
isn't.
the back of the head.
That's kind of what I want to
Yeah.
do. I just want to hit him where the hard hat isn't. Okay, 23.
Alright.
And then
23. That is. Yeah.
get
You can roll to hit.
D4.
You
That's
do get sneak attack on this.
yep. That's gonna be 10 damage.
10. Okay.
Nice. Woohoo.
Alright. So you hit him, and he begins to stumble forward, almost falling, before the dwarf catches him, and in surprise, what? Who's that? As he turns around and sees you.
Okay, is the dude that I just hit knocked out?
He's not currently moving.
Okay, but can I tell that he's knocked out?
Sure. Yeah. He's limp. That's what you can tell.
Okay, that's all I needed to
He
know.
is. Yeah, he's limp.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out my rapier.
And the dwarf see us? Like, is he looking this way? Like, can he?
He is not looking in your direction, and I would
Okay.
like initiative rolls at advantage because surprise round.
Hey.
Excellent.
Oh,
19.
19.
Dang, Jackson.
17 for me.
17.
21.
21.
Which is
All
funny
right.
because I'm the one who would want to act. Actually, maybe I'll hold my turn.
All right. So the dwarf turns around. He sees you, and Ellison, it's your move.
I'm currently, or is it possible for me to like raise my hands up in the air like I'm innocent, but still hold my turn until after Mossgrove, or would that like be part of my action?
A held action. What would you like to do
Okay.
after Mossgrove's turn?
That is a great question. After Mossgrove, I would like to run up the stairwell, I think, because I am like not wanting to attack these guys, and I'm wanting to see if there's anyone else that's gonna be coming. So I'm gonna plan on going up the stairs, like the closest stairwell.
The stairs to the north or to the south?
Oh, wait, what direction is the drill? I mean, what direction is the rod like drilling into? Like what
So
wall?
the rod would be like directly ahead of you in the eastern direction because you're in the
Oh.
east corridor.
Okay, so it's like on the west side then?
Yeah, so
Or-
on your
Okay.
on your
Okay, so we're
left
coming from
is
the east.
north, on your right is the south. So
Oh, okay. Okay. In that case, I'm just going to run. Wow, so it's like equidistant both sides.
basically, yeah, the chamber has
Okay.
been about equal distance both sides.
I guess I'm gonna go left.
Okay. So then we move to Edvin.
Okay. I would like to pull out my rapier, point it at the dwarf, and say, "We would have words with you. Set your friend down gently. Don't pull any weapons, and we'll be nice. Pull weapons, and we won't be
I
nice."
didn't realize you were gonna use words.
Okay. Shoot. Persuasion check.
'Kay.
Please.
That is a 7.
Oh,
That's
I
unfortunate.
wish I'd helped. I love persuading people.
You're not supposed to be here. And why? You just hit my pal on the back of the head. He's out cold. Why would I believe you, you scoundrel?
Oh, because I don't like talking to two people at once. So, we can be nice about it, or my Fearbolg friend here can snap a few bones. What do you prefer?
He scoffs. Huh. A Furbolg. Wait a minute. That is a funny creature, ain't it?
As I'm just gonna like look on over, making eye contact with him.
Stares right into soul.
Alright.
So-
Is that going to be your turn? He does not agree. He is still very aggressive. That was just the 6 seconds of talking. Is
Yeah.
there any actions you would like to do?
No, I don't have time to take any actions. Unfort.
Yeah.
So, I got a quick question. Now, you were saying that there was a drill. Is this like a mechanical drill, or is it just like a tool?
So, the rod is the drill in air quotes. It does not look like a mechanical drill. It doesn't even look like a machine. It looks like just an immovable rod with a nozzle on the back that controls the intensity of this archaic beam going into the side of the wall.
That makes sense. I'm gonna take my action, and I'm gonna like stare intently at this. I would like to reap as much information as I can about what the dwarves are doing with this thing before I make any like crazy decisions. I know that they're trying to talk with the dwarves and everything, but if this is mechanical, my character has something against mechanical stuff.
Alright. Give me a survival check.
Okay. Ooh! That is a 15 plus 7. 22. 23. 22, yeah.
So, what you can glean from this is there's magic coming from this rod. Right? But it's not like the machines that you have seen the other kingdoms on this continent start to create. You know that machines are kind of an early invention, right? They're kind of archaic, primitive, slow, kind of very staccato in their movements, not very fluid. This is super simple, very sleek. It's more of a magical artifact. You can tell that it's not natural. It is not an artifact of nature. And what it's doing to the earth seems to be destroying it. But
Perfect.
Yeah.
That is exactly
Not
what I'm
important.
going to look at. So with this, my perception shifts just a little bit. Can you give me some like deep description on what the whole shtick looks like?
Yeah, so the rod is still floating. The human that was once holding it is no longer holding it. The rod has a very consistent beam of flow of energy into the wall of the chamber. The dwarf has caught his human ally, so he didn't hit the ground, hit his head on the ground. Is turning around and is getting ready to pull out his short sword and begin battle.
Okay. Good stuff. Well, I guess that takes my turn.
All right, and with that, the dwarf. Oh, Ellison, which staircase are you going up?
The one to the left.
The left.
So I think
Okay,
it's
so
down.
north. Awesome.
Oh, never mind. North.
So you start going up to the one in the left, and you end up seeing a torchlight in the chamber, with a tent drape in front of what seems to be a doorway.
Hey.
You're able
Let's see. I guess.
move up to the doorway as the dwarf sees you and kind of growls before he charges at Edvin.
I have a quick question. Would I
Yep.
be able to make a check on my turn? Like, since I just used movement, could I just listen in at the door? Like, just to see if I hear talking within, like, the 6 seconds I have? Or would that
Yes,
be a
you-
little too much time?
You can do that. Just give me a perception check.
Okay. I just want to, like, see. That was 14.
14. You do not hear voices coming from the inside. You do hear the burning of the torch or a lantern, but you do not
Okay.
hear voices.
Okay. Interesting.
All right. With that being said, the dwarf has drawn his short sword and has charged up to Edvin and will make an attack roll. With an 8 to hit, does that hit you, Edvin?
No, I parry it. Pah!
All right. So you parry it. Arr,
Wait.
you blasted being. I haven't spent years in prison just for another to come over and hinder our plans. You will be cut down, whatever you are. And then he looks over at the Furbolg. And whatever the heck this thing is. Make a nice trophy for me at home. And that is not the dwarf's turn. He has double attack.
Nice.
Does a 10 hit?
Parried again. Get that corn out of my
Oh,
face.
dang it. He didn't learn how to fight with a sword too well in prison, did he?
Nope.
Alright. Back to you. Ellison. It's Ellison's turn.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. Given the commotion that's going on down below and seeing that these people don't seem quite particularly friendly, I mean, we did attack them. I'm going to just like push open the drape on the side, and what do I see?
Ah, okay.
Or you just
So,
a tent flap?
as you push open the drape on the side, you see a well-used room. There's a desk with 2 candles on each side. There's papers. There's a journal, and there are 3 makeshift cots.
Sleeping quarters or living quarters, I guess.
There are 2 journals. One looks like, I don't know. Actually, you didn't see the other journals. Well, you got one that looks like a standard regulation journal, probably used for logs, and then one that looks more like a personal journal.
Okay. Given that I don't have a lot of time and I don't know if my friends need help, I 100% want to come back to this place because I'm extremely curious, but my body will not let me leave if I see something that seems to have like that might have important knowledge. So I am going to steal both of the journals if I can, even though the regulations one probably isn't too important. I'm gonna just snag both of them before trying to make my way back downstairs.
Alright, so you grab both of them and you start making your way back downstairs. You get you get all the way down the stairs, and I'll say that's your movement.
Okay.
Okay.
Edvin, it is your turn as you have locked blades with this.
Oh wait.
What?
I guess my turn is probably already passed, but are the papers easily to grab as well? Like, can I snag the journals and then grab the papers too, or would that?
Yeah,
I don't know.
You can grab the readable materials. You grab them.
Okay, awesome. Okay, that's it.
All right. I'm gonna offer the dwarf one more chance.
Persuasion.
17 this time.
Oh, that's better.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say?
Last chance, dwarf. Or I turn my Firbolg friend on you, and you're not gonna like that.
As he sees how you easily parried both of his attacks, he kind of stumbles a bit, but he does not lose his resolve.
Oh my goodness, this
He
guy.
needs to do this, whatever this is.
Okay, I'm gonna attack with my rapier.
Go ahead.
That'll be a 19 to hit.
That does hit.
No more
Roll it.
Mr. Nice Guy.
That is gonna be 12 damage.
Oh, all right. So you end up stabbing you with your rapier. Oh, as he falls to a knee and staggers backward again. I wasn't told this would be this hard. Where is Tebelith?
You have allies.
Who? What?
The dwarf.
What about the dwarf?
He has allies.
Oh, yes.
All right, that'll be it for my turn.
Eric, your turn.
So this dwarf that is threatening my friends, he's not very friendly, right?
No, not at all. He tried to stab you, friend.
Twice.
I am offended as he is like calling me a creature and all these things. I'm just gonna do like a quick 1-2. What armor is he wearing? He's a dwarf, right?
Yeah, he's a
He's got-
dwarf. The armor he's wearing, he wasn't expecting to be fighting militia or people who with combat abilities. So he's wearing construction protective gear, basically. Minor protective gear.
+1 to defense.
Protective gear. Well, I'm sure that there are bits and pieces of metal that protect him. Correct?
Are you gonna
hard
heat
hat.
metal on him?
He's got a hard hat. He's got a sword on him.
Oh, anything like clothing specifically, though.
Are you wanting to do shocking grasp?
Yes.
He's
I
seeking
ran
for
to
advantage.
Sorry, I ruined.
Yeah, and he's got reinforced leather, reinforced with metal studs. You can do that.
Okay. Well, then that is perfect. I actually lied. I'm gonna cast heat metal.
Okay.
I knew
So
it.
anyway, I'm just gonna look at him and I'm just gonna grin, and then I'm gonna cast heat metal and watch him suffer.
Okay. Does he have to make a saving throw for that?
Let's see. It is a Constitution saving. So if the creature is wearing an object, he takes damage from it. Must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or drop the object if it can. If it can't drop the object, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until they're able to remove it. And so
Alright,
I take him to be the most powerful, and so I'm gonna delay him as much as I can.
Okay. What's the DC?
DC is 15.
All right. He got a 14.
Ah! As I just grin and I go, feeling a little hot there, buddy?
And he starts to whimper and out or say, "Ow, ow, hot, hot, hot! What are you doing?"
Perfect.
Blast the creature.
Well, what I will be doing is 2d8 points of damage.
Ooh.
He takes a total of 13 points of damage.
All
Oh my
right.
goodness, dude.
So, with the sword that recently impaled him and the searing heat, he falls to both knees and slumps over in pain.
Good.
Not exactly dead, but incapacitated.
I'm
I'll
gonna
heal him. It'll be okay.
I'm going to see what just happened and be like, if I had known you could do that, torturing this guy would have been way easier.
As I prepare my good berries, I'm just gonna start hand feeding this guy single hit points every time he goes out until he just begs for the sweet release of death, and then I'll ask him to give us the information that he wants, and then I'll end all spells.
Oh my.
That's legendary. Holy.
Okay. So you got the dwarf in a lot of pain with good berries that are not so good. These are very evil good berries right now.
Very evil. Mm-hmm.
All right. So that brings us to the top of the round. And we'll say we're out of initiative now. You have 2 incapacitated people. You have 1 that you're ready to torture. Ellison, you just came out of the room with these papers, and you see that the conflict has been taken care of.
Hey, coming out, I am honestly not gonna waste time, and I'm gonna rush up the other staircase and not offer explanation because I saw 3 cots, and I am concerned that there is gonna be a third person who's gonna sneak up on us, and I would rather them not have that advantage if there happens to be someone up the other staircase. I'm just gonna go up the other staircase and then, like, probably not listen. I'm just gonna open the flap and just see if there's someone inside.
Yeah, so you go up to the other side, and you open the flap, and it's empty. Now,
Oh,
there's a
phew.
desk. There's no cots. There's no torches. There seems to be another log journal, but only one on the desk, and it looks very similar to the regulation one you grabbed in the other room.
Okay.
This one
I'm
has a
going.
quill and pen, or ink and pen
Okay.
with it.
I'm just gonna flip through the regulation book. Does it look like regulations, or does it look like just from the few pages that I can see? And I'm gonna pick a few different spots in the book. Does it look like there's any kind of code, or does it look pretty much like a general regulation journal?
Well, there's a labor code, there's the logs, what was taken out of this chamber, what they need to do more in this chamber, people coming in, coming out, more laborers, um,
Okay.
a general miner's log in the regulations
Awesome.
book with the same indicators that something bad is about to happen with the safety log. Miner's gone missing, finding limbs, not in the chamber, but in chambers surrounding it.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna set it down then, and then do I find the same thing in the other miner's log that I found?
They're the same. Um, one is more about the the specific miners that came in to work in this chamber, and the other is more about the materials.
Okay. I am going to pocket them both. Um, and if they are massive, then I guess I can put them in my bag. Um, okay. I guess
You do have the
I would
journal.
like to keep. Okay. That's right. I have the other journal. I want to look at
Yeah.
that at some point. Um, I guess I would also like to just look around and see if there's anything of value because I feel like, uh, these people are a little bit evil and I am still looking for something to fund my inventions. And I feel like I wouldn't feel bad taking something from them. So are there any coins around? Anything else that seems like it might be useful information or just valuable
The most
monetarily?
valuable thing would be, you would think, would be the rod that is still
Okay.
floating there
That's in the chamber.
with the
Okay.
beam going into the wall of the chamber. Within the time that has passed, the hole made in the chamber has increased by a few feet as it
Oh,
is
that's right, it's
eating
still
away at the side of the mountain.
I guess I'm gonna go back down to meet them, and when I get there, I guess they'll probably already be talking since I've been at like another minute or two.
Mhm.
But when I do get there, I'm gonna immediately go to the rod and try to shut it off because my father specifically works in the creating and like selling and trading of rods and wands, and like scrolls and then rings, like specifically those things. And so I'm hoping that maybe I can turn it off once I get down there.
Okay. Yeah. So you make your way on over to the rod. Eric and Edvin,
Mm-hmm.
where do you want to do?
Interrogate. Menacingly.
Menacingly. Okay. How do you start off this interrogation?
Well, first we gotta wake him up.
All right. Which one are you waking up?
Probably
The dwarf or the human?
the dwarf, since the dwarf experienced all of that.
All right. So you get the dwarf ready. Do either of you have like rope, or
I
are you
don't.
going to tie him down, or are you just gonna?
Are there any is there any moss or vegetation down here?
No, you have gone far enough down that there really isn't much vegetation.
Okay.
I don't know if I have rope or not because I didn't write my equipment down. I'm gonna guess that I do.
Yeah, probably. Um, I mean, you might be able to find some rope in the chambers before you. You just risk running into insectoids.
Yeah, we don't want to take that risk. We're armed well enough. I think we could take him if he tries to escape.
Okay, cool. Then, yeah, so you get the dwarf ready for torture. Bring him on over to a corner, make it harder for him to escape if he wanted to, and then he has no weapons on him now. He's up. Oh, no, I do not like this situation.
No, I wouldn't like it either. Now, tell me, what were you doing with this thing? I'm gonna like gesture over to the drill.
What's it look like?
Well, obviously
Right.
drilling, but why?
Why would I tell you?
Because there's two of us. One of us can cast heat metal still. Bet you're feeling a little toasty in there. And, yeah.
So you torture me, huh?
Absolutely, and you're not gonna like it.
No, I probably won't. We're getting paid. Don't know by who, but we're getting paid.
Interesting.
They mentioned a third name. You should ask them about that.
Good point. What was that third name you mentioned again?
What third name?
Well, there's two of you here, and the name that you mentioned clearly is not a name typical of either of those two races, so there's obviously a third person in your entourage. Who is it?
One of
Jackson,
the-
you're so good at this. I'm enjoying this so much. You're nonchalant at it.
I don't recall what you're talking about. It's just me and the man over there.
See, I still think you're lying. Because again, the name that you said is not a name typical of human or dwarf. So who is it?
Just a name.
Yes. It is a name, but
It
for
is.
who? Moss, would you mind casting heat metal for me?
So it's a active spell. and
Yes.
So every time he goes out, I'll just procure a good berry to keep him alive. I got a full minute of this.
Excellent.
All right. So he takes a shock of heat. Duh. Fine. Tibboleth. Tibboleth is a name.
Yeah, see, was that so hard? So where is this, Tibboleth?
I don't know.
I believe you on that one. This place is pretty confusing. But I also believe that you would actually have that information. So, what was she doing when you and your friend here were left alone?
They were, well, actually, now that you say it, I'm not terribly sure. They were supposed to be making sure that no one came in.
Obviously, that
they
didn't
were.
work. Okay. Oh, and where did you acquire this drill of yours?
The rod.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I did. It was Hanford, but he's out cold. Doubt you'll be getting any information from him.
He is out cold. We can wake him up pretty easy. But, yeah. So I'm going to guess that you're just the, in quotes, hired muscle.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
I don't know nothing.
I believe it. Anyone
As
else
I'm
have any
coming
questions
down the
for him?
stairs, can I make an insight check? Because I'm like hearing this last bit. I'm like just doubting that he's just hired muscle and I'm wanting to insight to double check.
Oh, Ellison. There you are. You have any questions you want to ask this guy?
Hello. Well, can I roll my insight first? Like
Yeah,
just
roll your
based on what
insight.
he just recently said, like.
Go ahead.
Okay. Ooh, that was a 13.
13. All right. He's hiding something.
Ooh,
He
I
didn't
love that.
exactly lie that Hammond was the one that procured the rod, but he is hiding something.
Okay. I'm gonna say, there's still something we're missing, and his compatriot isn't here. I don't want him to sneak up on us, and I'm gonna like kind of nervously look towards the way we came again. Um, so if you're just doing the work, then who hired you? I mean, surely you must know where your money's coming from, unless you're dull.
Well, you see, I've never seen the face.
But you at least have a name then, don't you?
We have a name. Can't promise you it's the name.
Well, that's okay, as long as we have something to go off of.
Why would I tell you this name?
Oh, well,
It
because
could cost me my life.
it might cost you your life, but your life right now is forfeit for us. We could just leave you down here.
We would leave you alive
Mhm.
if you gave us something that was more helpful, at least. Perhaps this name is just something made up and not helpful, in which case we would require more valuable information. But I think it's fair enough that we could leave you with your life
And there's also
and
worse ways
leave
to
your
be than
friend as
dead.
well to take care of.
Okay. Well, we don't know who's paying us. We know the interconnection point between who is paying us.
An intermediary. Love it.
Yeah, middleman.
So, name and location of the middleman?
Location.
Yeah.
Good luck finding him.
Okay, well,
We
where's the
don't
last
find him,
place
he
you
finds
saw him?
us.
Well, where do you meet? Where are you supposed to pick up your items? Pick up your money?
All we do is just do the job, and he shows up whenever the job's done. I don't know how he knows.
I would like to inspect him for him and his friend for any magical like tracking item, I guess. Like, is there anything giving
Arcana.
off? I'm gonna cast detect magic, by the way.
Oh, okay. Advantage on your Arcana.
That's an 18, and that's a nat 1. So we'll take the 8. Oh wait, no, that's a nat 20. I'll take the nat 20.
All right, so nat 20. So you cast detect magic, and you do find 2 buttons. So one button is on the dwarf's shirt, and the other is on Hammond, the human. And they do glow with magic, and with a little bit of inspection, you can come to the deduction that they're probably being tracked. Some kind of scrying is happening.
Awesome.
With
With-
the information he's getting you, some kind of scrying is happening to watch them do the job and know when the job is done and know where to find them.
So, do I detect the nature of the scrying magic then?
Divination.
Like whether or not it's a divination or something else?
I figured it's a divination. I don't think there's any other scrying. Like, do I know like what scrying spell source it is?
No, you would need to identify.
Okay. I'm going to get this, and then be like, oh, you got 2 buttons on you that whoever it is using to scry on you. Did you get anything when you were hired on for this job?
So that's how the Weasel's been doing it.
And they probably know that we're interrogating you right now. So I'm going to take those 2 little buttons. I'm going to take both of them, and I'm going to spike it on the ground and try and break it.
The dwarf just starts laughing. At first it's small, and then it starts to become more maniacal and crazy.
Detect magic is
Oh.
still running. Do I detect magic?
No,
'Kay.
no. He's just breaking because now he knows that he's being scryed on, He knows that the person knows everything. His life is done.
Yep.
He will die.
Yep.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
ask
So
him
go ahead.
and
Go ahead.
if he has any sanity left. I'm gonna try to ask him where he got the rod again, and say, I don't think it was your chosen friend. Where'd you get the rod? Last question, then we leave you be. Maybe.
I have more questions.
In his hysterical
never mind.
laughter, he will tell you, it doesn't matter. He's gonna be here. And you're all dead.
Oh, yeah.
I'm dead. Gammon's dead. We're all dead.
Yep. So, in that case, since we are all dead, you mind divulging the rest of the information about all this stuff?
No.
Also, as Jackson is asking that, I'm going to be making my way to the rod and trying to turn it off, because with him saying that, now I'm starting to get a bit nervous, and I'm like, okay, we need to leave, but I don't want to leave this thing on, so I'm just gonna go do that while Jackson does some questions.
Tell you. When we're both in the 9th level of hell together.
That's bold of you to assume that I'm going to make it down that far. I think I'm sitting at a 2, maybe level 3. So, I don't know why you don't feel like telling us any of this information. I mean, your life is forfeit, our life is forfeit. It doesn't really change anything. So why not just tell us?
Will I give you the satisfaction? As he is hysterically laughing.
It's not satisfying. I'm going to be honest. I don't even know why we need this information. But because you're being secretive about it, it kind of feels a little bit important. So yeah.
He doesn't give you any more information. That's all he's got.
All right. Moss, you can finish him.
As I just with that, what I'll probably do is reduce him to 0 hit points, and then I'll probably reduce him to 0 hit points and then stabilize him. I gotta think what
We should
would be
at
the
least
most.
leave him alive. I mean, he's not that bad.
That's what I'm trying to debate, because the thing. So
That's what I'm going to say.
the philosophical conclusion that Mossgrove has been coming to is whether people who seek to harm and kill also need to be put down, right? Because it's one thing if it's like a bear that's trying to feed itself, but it's another thing if it's a humanoid that's just simply there to destroy. And so, but Mossgrove does not know how to put out this information to you guys. And so he's going to reduce him to 0 hit points and then just contemplate and figure out if he wants him to let him die or leave him to hurt us another day.
After Musgrove does that, I will apply medicine, as it is very against my character's belief to outright kill somebody who doesn't genuinely deserve it.
Okay. Well, then that solves the problem.
I got a 9.
Medicine is 5. A 9 on a medicine check to stabilize technically is 1 short.
It is.
So.
Oh wait, no,
the
I
medicine
can
has
can burn Action Surge
he
for a
also has-
tactical mind, which I'm gonna
He
do.
also has Mossgrove's help as well. Mossgrove is like, hopefully helping him a little bit, maybe.
I should have like 4. I should have 3 or 4 good berries left if we want to use one of those as like juice.
I think we just need to stabilize him. Like I think he would serve us better as actually being like kind of dead, because we can wake his friend up and interrogate his friend.
Nice.
If I need to, I can burn an Action Surge for a tactical mind. It'll give me the +1 I need.
Oh, that's true.
It's your decision.
Do I have
Does he need to
Do I
burn an
have?
Action Surge,
I was
or
going to say,
does
do
he
I have the
not
help
to?
action? Because if I have the help action, I shouldn't need it.
That's if someone wants to give the help action. Is Eric giving the help action, or Emily giving the help action?
Yeah, I can totally give the help action.
Okay, that's an
Okay.
18.
Cool. Yeah, he's stabilized. He is unconscious on the ground. Laughter has stopped.
All
All
right.
that is left
Let's
is
wake the
the
other guy up.
sound of the rod drilling into the hole. The hole has gotten about 3 feet deeper now.
Oh my goodness.
All right, well, let's
Okay.
wake the other guy up.
With those few minutes, or I guess with those couple minutes I had, and given like my familiarity with rods, can I turn it off, and how long does it take?
So you get up there, you
Kinda-
see the knob. You start twisting it, and you see how it works. The further left you go, the more intense the beam tends to be. The further right, the less intense it gets to be. So you figure if you turn it as far as you can to the right, it will shut off the beam.
Okay. I go ahead and, after taking a little bit, because, I don't immediately figure it out, but I will turn it off then, and then can I take it with me? Because I know with immovable rods, usually there's like a thing you press at the end. I don't know if it really is just like standing. I mean, I thought it was like standing free in the air. Is there any way I can just grab it so that no one else can? Because I'm a little nervous about some other guy coming back and then just taking it again. And then, yeah. Also because I want it.
So, as you turn it off, you see the hole in the wall. It's about 8 by 5 feet, 8 feet deep, 5 feet tall.
Big hole.
And at the very end, you see a scorched symbol in the wall. And as you turn it off, the artifact, the light emitting from the artifact starts to diminish until it's completely gone. And the only light you have is dim light from the north chamber up the stairs of the torch.
Hey.
All right.
I snap my goggles back on over my eyes, and then, so I guess keeping this in mind, I'm assuming that maybe the rod won't even work without the strange symbol or something. I don't know. But can I take the rod with me? Like, can I move it?
The rod begins to lose strength in its spot. It'll take about a minute or two before you can remove it from where it was
Oh,
magically held.
All right.
Interesting. Hey.
Well, I'm going to wake up the
with
other guy.
that- Okay. I'm also just going to very quickly, like, pull out some parchment from my bag, because I also have, like, I just carry parchment and ink. And I'm going to try to draw a rough scribble, like, on a little piece of paper of the image that I saw, because I just want to remember it and have a
All right,
physical
perfect. Do you
copy
have
of it just
something to
in case.
draw with
I do,
right now?
yes.
You do? Like
It
in
would
real life?
be... give me... Yes, I do. Okay,
Just tell me when you're ready. I'll give you the details.
Alright, I'm ready.
All right. So draw a diamond. This diamond shape being a quadrilateral, and with the longest sides going north and south. So, does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to erase the top point and the bottom point. Make it a broken diamond.
Hey.
And complete. There are 4 spikes, one on each side.
Ooh. Like protruding from where the tips would be?
No, like in the four sides of the diamond that you drew, in the middle
Oh,
of
like-
each side,
Middle of each line.
one spike will protrude from that side. Make sense?
Is the spike longer or shorter than the length of the diamond
It is
edge?
shorter.
Okay. This is so fun, guys. It's like a game you do in school.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, done.
All right, and then in the middle, I want you to draw a trident in the middle of the diamond with 3 prongs, but make the trident look a bit more like what you would think would be depicted for a devil,
Ooh.
not for Poseidon.
So, with the middle prong, would that be higher than the edges or like lower
It
than
would
it?
be,
It would be higher, nice and pokey.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Anything else?
no, that's it.
Okay. It's very intriguing. I can't wait to show you guys all my picture. Okay.
All right. And that is the symbol.
Alright, I'm gonna turn on my camera now. We're gonna look at my masterpiece and see how non-accurate it is. How close is it?
That is pretty cool.
Pretty close?
Cameras are not working for me right now. So,
Oh, sad. Okay.
yeah.
From what I heard, it looks pretty good.
Under instructions, so hopefully it's close.
All right, let's wake this guy up.
Epic. Alright, I make my note. Hopefully the rod might be finished somewhat soon, but I'm gonna keep like gently tugging on it and then looking towards the exits to see if something's coming, because I'm slightly paranoid that way.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna.
We'll say by this time the rod has lost its power and you can move it.
Okay.
Oh,
I take it and
here,
then say,
one second.
we gotta go.
I will be right back. Apparently, my uncle needs me for like 2 seconds.
Oh, 07.
Alright.
Okay.
I would like to begin the interrogations.
Okay.
With other said person.
So you go over to Hammond, who is the human, and you begin your interrogation. You're able to wake him up, but as you do, I'm sure you search him, you do find 8 knives in his coat. And some poison vials.
Love it. I'm gonna throw them to the other side of the room, and then shake him awake.
You wake him up. Oh.
All right, Hammond, we can do this the easy way, or you can die. So, what will it be?
What? Am I dreaming? You know my name.
No, your
I know.
dead friend over there,
Well,
and I will
you
point.
find us?
I'll point over the door. Your dead friend over there told me quite a bit, but didn't tell me everything. So we're talking to you now.
Killed Geralt, huh?
Yep.
Knew the sucker wouldn't make it.
Oof.
So here's how this is gonna go. I'm gonna ask about where you got this immovable rod, and you're gonna tell me what happened. And if not, my Fearbulk friend here is going to cook you alive.
Or for what?
Fearbulk. And I gesture over to Moss.
Oh. And I'm a monkey's uncle. What the heck is a Fearbulk? That
Oh, I
is
forget, they don't
one
see you like
furry
that.
beast.
All right. Anyway,
Yeah.
what all that matters is if you don't answer my questions, my friend here is going to cook you. So, where did you get the immovable rod?
He looks around and he sees that you removed the button on his shirt. Oh. You found the tracking device.
Yeah, we knew about it from the very beginning.
It's not good.
Right.
There's really no point in me telling you anything now.
Well, like, that's probably why there's a point for you to tell us, because you're going to be dead anyway, and we'll probably be dead anyway too. So why does it matter?
Because he's on his way.
Well, yes, that's what your friend also said. But if he's on his way and we're all going to get sent to one of the 9 layers of hell, what does it matter? If we're going to be dead too, we can't change anything.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm just trying to get paid. Get out of prison, get paid. Whatever happens after that happens.
Yep.
But now I'm not getting paid. And I'm going to a way different kind of prison.
Yep.
Well, really, all you need to know is in that symbol.
Pray tell.
I look at it. Tell
Observes.
me what you see.
Well, I see a broken diamond with points on it and a pitchfork.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Looks
seems to me
devilish.
you know a little bit of the same things I do. You see that? How it's drawn is a bit more infernal in nature. This device is not property of this realm.
Oh, obviously, it's an immovable rod that's boring a hole into the wall. So why do you need the hole in the wall?
I don't know. I was getting paid to drill a hole.
All right, you're not useful. I will knock him out if I can.
Alright, knocked him out.
Oof. Didn't we want to ask about who's coming though? I mean, you probably won't say a
Well,
whole
for
lot,
what it
but
sounds
maybe we
like,
can
is
get
it
an
sounds like
idea.
it's a really big bad dude. You wouldn't happen to have any transportation spells in your person, would you?
A great question, and no, I would not. So I guess we'd better make haste.
We better.
Um,
So what'd you find while you were gone?
and I'm gonna pull out the regulation notebooks and just kind of briefly hand them up and say, well, these are safety regulations, so it seems about the persons working here, the things going on. However, this, and I'm gonna pull out the personal journal, seems like a personal journal. I haven't taken a look at it, but I would like to. I'm just hesitant to be here while they're still here. And then I'm gonna also pull out the other papers I got and just I'm gonna maybe I'm gonna say like, well, Edvin, would you like to look at one while I skim the other real fast?
Yep. Just see if you find anything out of the ordinary.
Which one? do
We
you
can
want?
look while we walk.
Okay.
We'll begin
I'm gonna hand him
moseying
the
out.
journal, and then I'm gonna start rifling through the papers, just looking a little bit for anything that stands out, and then I'll examine them further later.
Alright. Well. So you are heading out of the Eastern Chamber, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah. So you head on back. With the machine no longer going, the light no longer there, you do begin to hear scurrying in the cavern walls. This sounds a lot more like the insectoids. It
I'm gonna
seems
say
that-
journal, and then hand out my hand for the journal.
I'll
I'm
pass it
gonna put
over
that on
to
my
her
back.
and draw my
Sorry,
rapier.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, DM.
It's alright. It seems that the machine deterred, or the rod, whatever the rod is supposed to be for, deterred the insectoids away from the chamber. But now that it's gone, you can hear them somewhere, probably making their way to you. So,
Here.
would you like to adventure further into the cavern? Or leave?
Wait, so as we're leaving, we hear insects. Are they coming from, like, behind us? Like, further in the cavern? Or are they coming in front of us, like, towards the exit?
They sound to be coming from deeper in the cavern.
Okay. Kind of makes me want to escape and come back with those guards or something.
So,
How close are? How long did it take to get to this place? Like, roughly, like just at a walking pace. How long would it
at a
take to
walking
get back?
pace, maybe like 15 minutes of walking. You know,
Okay.
you were
And then, like,
also investigating the
5, 10 minutes.
chambers as you were doing so add maybe like 5 minutes to investigate, 8 minutes to investigate the chambers. It didn't take too long.
Okay. Well, I don't know about you, Edvin, but I don't want to be food goo. I don't like the idea of getting burned, and I mean, granted, you seem to have some great amount of fighting capability that anyways, but should we, I mean, I say we just leave.
I like this plan. I will hand her the journal and draw my rapier.
Okay, so
Alright.
you're not giving it back then?
The journal?
Yes.
Yes, I'm gonna hand
Oh,
it to you.
hand her!
Yeah.
I thought you said hinder, like you're hindering something, and I was like, wait, so, I don't know. If you had kept it, that would have been fine, but, okay. I'm gonna put it in my bag then, so that they don't get ruined by something, and so I have my hands free.
Eric, what language
Yes,
is
at me up to speed. Oh, real quick.
language does your character speak?
So funny enough, I actually speak Common, Elvish, Halfling, and Giant.
Both of you speak Elvish. That's like a dead language here. What?
So,
Okay.
the thing about it is that Furbolgs have the only kind of a culture that they've adopted is Elvish, and so that's part of being Furbolg is that you speak Elvish.
And-
Epic.
Barely
Okay.
anyone knows what a furbolg is. Like, hardly anyone knows. They're very elusive creatures. If you see one, you are either very lucky or about to die.
Yep. Or both.
Yes.
Oh.
Or both. Yeah, so
So we
Should catch
interrogated
up
the other
Eric
guy.
then on-
He didn't have anything useful. We began to leave. We heard bugs, and so we're now really gonna leave.
I also want to mention with the rod, once the rod kind of turned off, we were able to move it. However, it seems that it was powered by some kind of, well, at least we're assuming it was powered by some kind of infernal magic of some sorts, and so we don't know if we'll be able to get it to, like, be magic again. Anyways, yes, so now we're fleeing.
yeah, so now you're making your way
As
out.
we go.
The way out is not very bad. You do hear insectoids coming from further behind you, but you're able to make it out into light. You meet up with Dragnir, and there are a lot more militia in the main chamber than when you left. And walking up to you seems to be a commander saying, I heard that you went further into the chamber. Is everything okay? What is the situation?
Yep, we just went to go investigate kind of some of the bodies. Nothing unusual that we found. I'm gonna blatantly lie to his face.
Nothing unusual. I do not. You don't seem familiar in this part of town. What's your name?
Edvin, I am not from here.
Figures. And you look familiar as he nods over in your direction, Ellison.
I'm going
So
to
Elder and
put on
Tinker.
my proper face again because I am quite proper normally, and I'm going to say, "Yes, Captain." And I'm gonna like give a slight nod of my head out of respect and say, "I want to go investigate. I just met these folks, and it seems that they were indeed just investigating. We found a few, a little bit of mining equipment left behind, some just I guess some destroyed bodies, and I'm afraid that was about it. However, once we heard insect sounds, and I'm going to give a bit of a frightening look, like, we decided to make our way back again. So, what you're saying is true.
Insects. What kind of
Yeah.
insects?
The large, scary
Okay.
kind that'll melt your flesh.
We didn't
Ah.
stay long enough to see them. At least I
He will
didn't.
motion for two of his guys to come over and tell them we need to barricade this right now. Don't let anything escape or come out of it.
Okay. Well, whatever
So-
people were in there, I think they're gone now. I don't say that out loud, but in my mind, I'm just thinking like, okay, well, those people are definitely gonna have a hard time getting out. Cool.
Now, you found nothing. We did read some of the regulation journals. We did find that there are several deaths. Was this all related because of the insectoid creatures, or
From what I
Is there
can
anything
gather
else?
with the only these two, and I pull out the two log journals that we found, seems like it. There's nothing out of the ordinary aside from those.
He will hand the logs to another soldier. We'll need to get these cross-referenced with the ones that were sent into the capital. Make sure everything is correct. And there was really nothing else, huh?
Nope.
Okay.
No, unfortunately. Although
Um,
I'm gonna like just be appearing very visibly disappointed because I wanted to find out more, and I'm gonna try to sell it better. But
Yeah.
I think he's already sold, hopefully.
Give me a deception check, Edvin, and let me roll a surprise check for the Furbolg.
A surprise check.
Do I have the help
Commander
action?
sees- Oh, go ahead.
Do I have the
Sorry.
help action from Ellison assisting me in my lies?
True. I did also get a 21, so
Can we use her roll instead?
Okay.
I guess I was trying to cover for you. That's true, and I.
I got a
21.
7.
I don't know. I guess it depends on how well he rolls, but yes, 21.
21. Okay,
Deception.
decent roll. He will look at at Moss Growth and be confused because you two aren't scared or ready to attack, but this thing is definitely not a normal thing.
It's because I have Down syndrome, isn't it? That's why he's looking at me in my obscenely large
No, no,
forehead.
no. You have up dog.
I have up dog. That is
And
exactly it.
this-
Actually, that's what we gotta call it.
And who are you? Who is this creature? What is this creature?
I'll just give him a big toothy grin and just go,
I love it.
Not hostile. Jay.
He seems to
Yeah.
be quite friendly. I don't know these two very well, but they've at least been trustworthy so far.
The commander will look at Evan, look at the creature, and then at you, and then look at Dragnir, who filled him in on what happened in the chambers before, and say, "I would like for the four of you to come with me to the barracks. We have a bit more formal questioning that needs to be done.
Yeah. We should probably go get ourselves cleaned off first. Where should we meet you?
Well, he motions for a soldier to come over. He grabs a bag of silver, sufficient enough for you to go to an inn, draw a bath, get cleaned up. Meet us in town square. We'll take you to the barracks. We'll get some questioning done and resolve what happened here.
Excellent.
All right. I'm gonna give a nod and say it will be done.
Yeah. And then he says that he motions for you to have permission to leave and go.
Excellent.
I'm gonna give like a tiny little bow and say, I assume you'd like us to keep this under wraps. Would that be correct?
Say, don't tell anyone anything until after the fine questioning in the barracks. After we get a full, detailed thing of what happened to you.
Okay. Once we are out of earshot, I would like to ask Dragnir if the other two militiamen that were originally in the room called for reinforcements at all.
I believe so. I mean, they looked like the same kind of militia. Obviously he commanded some kind of presence.
I'm not going to disagree with you on that one. The issue I have is that he didn't immediately take us to the barracks for questioning, and he's letting us leave on their pay to go clean ourselves up. I don't trust this man. Ellison, you still have the journal and the papers that we found, correct? Because I only gave him the two that I found.
Yes. I think that we should inspect these and see what information is inside the journals, and then just make sure we don't give any additional info, because if there's something he already has inside those journals, then perhaps we can give him a little info and let them know, and then hopefully that'll get us off their backs.
Oh, I don't intend on going to the
I mean-
barracks. I intend keeping this all to ourselves. I believe that we should get ourselves cleaned off and leave
was
town.
wondering.
Perhaps find some new disguises.
I suppose you may be right. I just, I don't know. My family is. They very much encouraged me to uphold the. Well, they've encouraged me to uphold the law. I don't. Well, and I'm just gonna kind of be a little at war with myself because I've always been someone who is like, if an officer tells you to do something, you do it. But I also don't listen to them quite a bit with my.
Dragnir, from what I remember, Trey telling me is the same. You have to uphold the law.
Oh, I don't disagree with either
Yeah.
of you. But
No.
we shouldn't uphold the law if those upholding the law are not upholding it themselves. I don't believe that these people were actually
What
part of the
is-
militia.
What is law?
They are rules that are
That was a
enforced
great
by people with
philosophical
big
question.
swords.
At this question, Dragnir would probably glare at you because he remembers that you took down the wanted poster and shoved it in your mouth.
That is correct.
Usually not supposed to tamper with stuff like that so that the rest of the public has awareness of what's going on.
I love that. That's hilarious.
It was pertinent to the time. It was necessary.
The law,
hilarious.
the law requires that I do so.
I did not know that there was a specific law saying I can't eat paper.
Yeah.
And
I do have this.
Could you just imagine
ahead.
me getting pulled over by an officer and just given a citation, and I just eat the paper right in front of him? Like, what would you do in that?
That's a great question.
Anyway.
I don't know.
Well, I do want to say, Ellison feels like they like since it was a commander and since she came in with the at least some of the militia, maybe it wasn't part of the group that the commander was in. But did Ellison recognize the commander? Like, has she seen him around town before? Has she seen him acting as, like, in his position before?
Give me a history check.
Okay.
Dragner, you're from this this town, right?
Okay. I feel like most of the time I roll like slightly below average compared to the rest of you guys, or maybe just Jackson, but I got a natural 20 plus a 4 for history, so
Nice.
I don't know. Do I remember this guy? Or is it possible that he actually is? Because I think that he actually is commander, but I don't know.
All right. So the commander you spoke with, you know to be, Ellison, Commander Stark Bullsworth.
Okay. A name.
Commander
Interesting.
Stark Bullsworth is a pretty prevalent commander. He was actually different because he wasn't appointed by the king. He was elected by the people. What happened with the previous commander of this general town was he got caught taking bribes and got caught with corruption. So Stark Bullsworth was a pretty famous person in town and very trustworthy in said town.
I don't trust him.
The man that you saw appeared to be Stark Bullsworth.
Frick. If I hadn't burned detect magic so early. Oh well.
Hey, we're gonna detect magic. I've got a few casts of that.
Well, we can't use it now because we've already left.
Okay, so seeing that this is Commander Stark Bullsworth and knowing that he is a man of good reputation, I'm gonna say like one last time to Edvin, look, I know this man and I think he's good. Like, he's been elected by the people for his goodness and his honesty. He doesn't wish us any ill. He doesn't wish us any ill will. And so it is going to take a good amount of convincing for me to not go to the barracks. Even though we would have to lie a bit, and even though we might not make our rolls or checks, Ellison is more convinced that we have to go to the barracks and then just try to hope that they don't see the truth. And will take a little bit more convincing for her to actually,
Ellison will nod, very agreeingly. And then he will turn to Mossgrove. Mossgrove, can you make yourself look like the commander?
As I will look at him and I will nod. There is one thing though. How tall is the commander?
The commander is about 5'10".
Okay. So I would be a little bit taller than the commander, probably by a couple of inches. And so, but I could look like him. He'd just be a little bit bigger.
That's fine.
Okay, that's his shoes. Wearing different shoes today.
I will then gesture to Mossgrove after he changes into the commander if he does that.
I will do it.
Okay, he does that. I will gesture at him. People can literally just do this.
Well,
thank you, Mossgrove. You can change back now.
I suppose it's possible that they would have disguised themselves, but I don't know.
Again, I am not trying to discredit the commander. I just feel like there are some things that we just need to keep to ourselves until we know that we can trust him for sure.
Okay. We can definitely keep things to ourselves then. We can keep things quiet. However, we don't know whether or not that was the real commander, and there's a very good chance that it was the real commander. I now see that perhaps it's possible that anyone can act as someone else, but Okay, fine.
Yep. And my reasoning for thinking this is because when we were interrogating the two down in inside the chamber, they had the little things on it, or they had their little scrying things on them, and Dragnir cannot remember if the two militiamen that he was with called for reinforcements. So how else would they know that people needed to be there?
Well, they probably. Okay, you make a good point, but keep in mind that they may have just sent reinforcements because they had sent a scouting party ahead to investigate, and it's possible that they just sent reinforcements knowing that there was something fishy going on.
I believe we were
But
the
you
scouting
make a
party,
good
right?
point, and it doesn't hurt to use caution. However, it seems that, no offense, but sometimes, you criminal types are a little too cautious, it seems.
Why do you think I am a criminal?
Oh, reason? No reason. And I'm going to be like, oh, well, I mean, I thought you kind of were, because, like...
Just because I know how to
looking
torture
at that
people
guy.
does not mean I am a criminal.
Okay, and I'm going to throw my hands up, kind of playfully, like, okay. I was wrong.
All right. Now, does anybody know of a small inn towards the edge of town that we could perhaps go look at all this stuff at, so we are out of the way?
You were just
Honestly,
in
I think...
the very beginning of the campaign.
Love
Just
it.
saying.
I guess we could go back to the same one, but it might be a little suspicious if we pick something that's really far out, if they have someone following us. But actually, they probably wouldn't. Wait, but would they? I don't know. This is both me and Ellison overthinking.
This is fine. Good overthinking.
Okay. I guess we can just go to the same inn then.
Okay.
Let us do this
So-
I
thing.
guess we make our way back.
As you make your way back, going through, you do see that there are more guards in the town than there were before you left. You go into the inn that was called... Oh no, I have too many inns. This is not good. Which one did I choose for this town?
The difficulties of being a GM.
Do you remember if I used the name for the pig?
It was the pig.
Pig? The lazy pig?
Uh-huh.
Or the
I
comfortable
remember
pig?
thinking. I think it was. Actually, I don't know.
I couldn't tell you
Go with the
either.
lazy pig.
Oh wait, I just realized I wasn't here the first session, so how would I know? I wouldn't. I don't know where I got the pig thing from. Okay.
So we'll say that the one you went in first is the lazy pig. There are two other inns, the Golden Hog and the Treasure's Rest.
Love it. I think we go to the lazy pig.
All right, the Lazy Pig is the one just on the edge of town. It's where Mossgrowth ate the wanted poster
Yes.
and gave you a shrew to pet.
That's right.
Ah, yes, my pocket shrew.
That's right.
So you make it back there. You go in. Y'all order baths to be drawn, clean up, stuff like that.
I will begin inspecting the journal and the ledger.
Okay. All right.
I would also like to do the same, because I want to know every bit of info I can.
And Eric, are you still Commander Stark Bullsworth?
I would probably remove it at some point, just because I am not comfortable being impersonating an officer.
Fair enough.
Now that I know what laws are, you know.
Uh-huh.
He's learning.
So are you just Furbolg?
Yes. Oh, I guess I'd expend another spell slot and I'd turn back into my giant halfling toddler.
Alright, so you're a giant halfling toddler. The barkeep will recognize you. It's the tall halfling. He's very back. He's back. Maybe more grilled cheeses. And he will whisper to the lady behind the counter, say, make sure we get more bread and cheese ready.
I give a confused look
Yes.
since I wasn't there before.
Yes, bread and cheese. However much a gold piece buys.
A lot of bread and cheese. That's what it buys.
Yes.
Alright, so as you start investigating the journal, this journal is written in Thieves' Cant.
But thieves can.
Ah!
Exactly. So,
Hey, Jackson.
unfortunately, Ellison,
Yes.
you can read some words, but like the words that you see don't make any sense in any order that you can think of. It doesn't make any logical sense.
Interesting.
Edvin, you reading it can tell, oh, this is a heist and a plan.
Excellent.
Aha!
You can tell that it is a ordeal of an occultish matter. The realm of the Nine Hells is involved, and there is a name that keeps on getting popped up called Malgrog. Malgrog. My goodness. My writing is terrible. Malgrog.
Malgrog.
Yes. Who seems to have a high position. Could be that of a lord of the Nine Hells or a prince of the Nine Hells. The person doesn't write their name in this journal. So
That's fine. I figured they
whoever
would.
journal is in here, or is this, you cannot discern the identity
Okay.
from the writing itself.
Got it.
There were several things about how to use the rod and what its purpose was, and it ends up ended up being a prototype to test and see if it can tear away at what was in front of it. But it seemed like the idea was to tear away at something much stronger, and probably more, what's the word I'm looking for? Detrimental to tear at
Okay.
than just stone.
Got it. And then what about the ledger? Grayson, you have muted. There we go.
One moment, I just got called by my Elder Scorn president.
Okay.
No worries, you go.
Perfect. And I
Also,
will.
Jackson. Oh, go ahead,
Oh,
Eric.
you go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Jackson, I would probably be rolling insight to double check that you were telling the truth if I can't read something, because you seem slightly shifty to me, and I'd be
Oh, I
like,
don't have a
okay,
reason to lie.
I can't read this. It is gibberish.
Yeah, no, you
So-
succeed the insight check. I'm not lying.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Thank you. Man, I don't know how you can read this.
Because thieves can.
Hilarious. So I am actually
Also-
gonna have to hop on off. My uncle needs some help with some stuff around the farm, and he was asking if I could pop off around noon. I know it's only 11 for you guys, but would you all be okay to keep playing without me?
I think we should be fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming for as long as you could. I think I will also need to go within the next 30 minutes, so you won't miss too much. But yes. Also,
So-
your furball character is really growing on my character as well, and
I've
it's
been-
making them a lot more aware of the environment.
Yes. Well, that makes me happy. I have a lot of fun with him. But yes, we will now call it Up Dog because Jackson, that was hilarious.
Yes.
So,
All right, we'll see you, Eric.
But
hey, I will see you guys later. Bye.
I guess with that, we can end the session.
Okay.
If Eric had to leave.
yeah. But I would like to know what is in the ledger first.
Oh, the ledger. Yeah, so this ledger, the last few entries is of a tiefling, a human, and a dwarf. Supposedly new papers, new hires. They're coming in for last minute resorts. The person who wrote this down did not know that last minute or last second reinforcements in the mine were going to come, but he just kind of waved it off. Like, they don't tell me anything anyways.
Okay. I am going to think about the human and the dwarf that we encountered next to the immovable rod and be like, they were on the wanted posters. Am I right?
Yes, there were.
Okay. Which means that the tiefling is still at large.
Correct.
Tolblin.
Interesting. Okay, we can end the session now.
All right. That's
Fascinating. Okay. Man, this is. Man. This
Are
needs
you
to be fed for
still?
next
Are you like traumatized by the old man in the last thing?
Me?
Yeah.